I had an offer that was 20K, I have to make 20 songs.
They had middle-class parents, both of their parents were there, but they still rap about slanging and everything.
This guy just assumed most rappers don't have both parents. So what you want an 80% split of my $2? Like, don't listen to my music, anyone's music, and hear something bad that's inherently bad and you know it's bad. You can't credit that to the rapper.
How does a record deal actually work?
So you put your snippet out, then it depends if it gets traction at that stage or not. If it does, you get the A&Rs, you get people that hit you like, oh, do you want to come, link up, let's meet, whatever. And then they'll see how they can get distribution for that one song. Obviously, if it happens that early, then they take you the whole way. They pretty much drop the song for you. They'll help you promote it and everything. Otherwise, you get your snippet, then you drop the song, and then they hear it there, and they decide to, hit you up that way. And then that's where you get your deal where it's like, for the next so-and-so years, months, you're going to drop this many songs, and we're going to get this split from the revenue for those songs until they get paid back, basically.
What happens if you can't pay it back?
Some places might have a clause like, if you don't pay by this time, you owe more or something, I guess. But because think about it, while you're paying them back, you're making them money. Like, it's not like a direct employee-employer relationship where if you fail to deliver, you're in trouble or something. So like, yeah, just nothing really. This is just not really a possible question to answer because it's contract to contract. Depends if they put a clause or not. Like, I had an offer that was 20K, and then I have to make 20 songs by December, basically. They get a 15% split of my songs, and I have to make 20 songs. Now, in that contract, for example, there was no punishment for if I don't pay them back 20K or anything. So, like, I can't really tell you.
You have some very kissable lips. It seems like the UK underground has had a resurgence in these past couple of months. This rise of like Femi Guerrero, the rise of Len, the rise of Lancey Foe, the rise of YT. How did that actually happen? And do you think that's similar to 2016 SoundCloud back in the US?
I'll start with the second part. It's definitely similar. Let's try and stray away from that in talks about it, I think, as people, because you don't want to get this whole narrative that we're just copying, cloning the US shit, which we're really fucking not. What I would say is it's similar to that, but it's also something new because that was cool. Like, everyone started tapping into that kind of music. I mean, I say the way that happened, it was just cool. But the way this happened, to get to the first part of the question, people showing love to each other and respecting each other and linking up and not being afraid to work with each other and just create, because that's something that super stunts the scene. Because like, you've got beef between producers and rappers down to the very point of like, niggas be putting the beat up like, oh, free for profit, blah blah, free for non-profit, and then people get into all these kind of debates like, bro, let's just all work with each other. If the song blows up and we make money, let's make money. If not, nigga, what you want an 80% split of my $2? Like, bro, relax. But the way this happened is like, yeah, you know what I mean? You think YT and Femi are charging each other like 200K for a feature? No, niggas, they're not charging each other for features. They're having fun and making stuff, you know what I mean?
I feel like the rise of like early 2010s nostalgia is becoming a thing, which actually makes me feel old.
Do you mean in terms of aesthetic?
In terms of aesthetic, I feel like the 2010s nostalgic vibe is literally similar to the Y2K thing that we've seen a couple of years ago. Like YT's Black and Tan music video, I love it. And like, it draws a lot of inspirations like Future Arrow, that type of vibe. Do you think a lot of UK underground success can be attributed to something like 2010s nostalgia?
You can't attribute the success to the nostalgia because the sound is what's dominating and it's too new for you to give that the main credit. That's definitely something to do with how well it's being received among our generation, because like, it's so new, but then you're also throwing in the old aesthetics, sure, that's cool, that's great, that's making people receive it with music videos, because that's what a music video is for, is to spread the song and then people listen to the song, But yeah, I think it still primarily comes down to just incredible individual talent that's coming up, and then just...
What do you think about rappers who had a very well-off upbringing? Like, they had middle-class parents, both of their parents were there, but they still rap about shooting and slanging and everything.
This guy just assumed most rappers don't have both parents. Listen, artistic expression at the end of the day. If you feel like shooting and slanging, but you're not actually going to go out and shoot and slang, let the guy go rap about it, you know what I mean? It's better than doing it.
But isn't that like basically giving the audience like a false persona of what the person truly is?
Of course, bro, but Future hasn't sit lean in 4 years.
But in terms of that, I remember Juice WRLD saying Future was one of his main reasons I started taking lean and taking Xanax and everything.
Yeah, and that's dumb. Rest in peace. But don't listen to my music, anyone's music, and hear something bad that's inherently bad and you know it's bad, and then go and replicate it. You can't credit that to the rapper. Like, sure, they're technically inciting whatever, but bro, he's he's just spitting some bars and making it rhyme. Like if it sounds nice saying you're sipping on so and so when you're really not, and then someone hears it and they want to go and sip on so and so, unlucky, bro.
But you still have a role in terms of influencing people. So do you think the fact that you're somewhat encouraging it, even though you aren't doing it yourself, very harmful to people who are listening and may try it because of your music?
I act based on my own outlook and me. So whether I'm encouraging it or not, I see as a non-factor. That's just my view on it. You know, if you hear it and you do it, then you're a bit silly. You know what I mean? Do what you want to do. I'm saying this because I want to say it. I do it because I want to do it. I'm not telling you to go do it.
Can you blind rank these underground rappers based on how good they are?
Go on.
Femi Guerrero.
2. I mean, I mess with the music. It's mad hard. I don't want to give it that top spot because, you know, I know who my favourite artists are. But yeah, he's definitely mad talented. He won't have the top spot for me, but I can definitely say he's top 3.
Che.
Fuck. 3. Again, I know who my favourite is. I put him at 3, not 4 or 5, because, bro, Che is literally changing music. He's sampling Crystal Castles and he's coming out with some rave, pop, yet underground rat sound. And it's crazy. And his quotables are so hard. And his aesthetic is incredible. Pause. Sorry, that's not even pause, but you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm going to say glazing.
And his visuals are just so freaking immaculate.
Right.
Because I remember he put me onto like his music video for like Pizza Time and Miley Cyrus. You don't be seeing that.
You don't see that at all. That's why I really like it. I like people that are bringing something new.
He's heavily influenced from like, remember the early like 2016 Instagram memes.
Even like stuff like salad fingers and stuff like that. Definitely.
So it's like, it's very weird seeing like people our age doing stuff like that. YT.
4. He's hard, it's cool. I don't really like jerk rap.
Fake Mink.
1.
Why is that?
That's revolutionary music right there. And that's bro.
Osama Son.
5?
Why is that? Why'd you put Osama Son 5?
Oh wait, do I still have 4? Oh no, I already used 4.
No, he's 2,
5.
yeah.
Because it's my only slot left, bitch. I fucked up. Osama Son's 1. Can I reorganize the list?
No. But talking about like digital footprints and everything, is having a bad digital footprint actually that bad? Osama Son's TikToks have been leaked. He's been doing thirst traps. And then you talked about Che earlier as well. How much do you think that impacts a person's career as a rapper?
It's just volatile. It's dangerous, you know what I mean? It's definitely not guaranteed to affect it, evidently, if you just ignore it and you move on. Or if you play into it and you laugh like, bro, I was a kid, you know what I mean? But I don't know how Osama Son got away with it. The guy be talking about, we got ARPs trying to catch some, type in Amari Middleton, and the guy's a news presenter, bro. Like, yeah, he said no cap or gown. He graduated summa cum laude, bro. Like, nah, having a digital footprint in general is fine. Obviously, we were all human before you started rapping, like, you know what I mean? In this aura era that we're in, where guys are not dropping music for 4 years to build interest, I guess it's not recommended, yeah.
What do you think about this whole aura economy that we're in right now?
Terrible. My manager once mentioned how to have more aura in the promo videos I was shooting. And
How do you have more aura in a promo video?
he was telling me that since in the first one I was performing to the camera, it should be more shots of me like looking away, performing away from the camera and shit. And he was like, yeah, that's how you'll have more aura. Like, you know, I don't like how I now have to consider how many times I post on my story, because guys might think, he's not super cool, he's just like us. Like, bro, yeah, I am just like you. Can you still listen to my music? You know what I mean?
But I feel like that relatability would be quite good, right?
It could be great, and it's something I'm definitely gonna go for. I don't want to be some freak. I'm not some cool guy. Yeah, you like we are all just like you, bro. Let's chill. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Osama Son used to make those stupid ass videos. So did you. Like, you know what I mean?
I hate this current like system that we're in, where it's like the idea of glazing is a bad thing.
Yeah, same. I hate the term glaze. I hate the term aura. What's wrong with glazing? What's wrong with being passionate about something, like liking something? Yeah, what are you talking about? I don't know where that came from.
We were talking about with one artist, I remember, while we were on the train, and then one of our friends was like, oh, why are you glazing him that much, man? He's not like...
Yeah, we were talking about fake mink and how good fake mink is. I hate the term. Like, there's nothing wrong with being passionate about something and wanting to talk about it and share it with people. I don't know what is wrong with people. Let it be known that you like stuff.
You get attacked for liking things, for having hobbies, which is very, very, like... I don't know, I feel like we're going backwards with it.
For sure. It's not progressive at all. Then again, is TikTok, is Instagram Reels, Like these places where that term gets used, literally the breeding ground for that kind of shit. Once you step outside of it with the people you actually like. So as much as I hate that shit, I don't let it get to me.
What are your thoughts on the whole industry plant situation that's currently happening right now in rap music?
I don't know why people are listening to trash. That's it. We can complain about it. They wouldn't be able to take 4 bats and have him release whatever and be so-and-so's uncle and son without you still press and play. Like, you guys can say this. Also, I don't have anything against people that are industry plants as people. Like, get your bag, you know what I mean? You clearly had something going and they thought you can do it. It's harmful, definitely, for the people that are just trying to naturally come up and make music.
Why is that?
Just as a whole, it's like you're taking someone that's not a rapper and doesn't make their own music, doesn't write their own songs, doesn't put any influence into the damn track at all. You're running a puppet game at that point. Like, who's a rapper, who's not a rapper, who's real, who's not real? Like, what? And it's harmful to like normal rappers like myself, because it's like, bro, like they're listening to you now. No one's listening to me. You know what I mean? People think you're supposed to start with a certain quality now. People think you're supposed to come out here having these mixes, having these features. How's a nigga gonna comment, get YT and Fimi on this? Bro, it's my first snippet ever, bro. What are you talking about? I can't do that. But it's never gonna stop. It's not going anywhere, so ignore it.
So I want to go back on what you said about who's a rapper and who's not a rapper. How would you classify somebody as a rapper or not a rapper?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you didn't make the song, you're not a rapper, you know what I mean? Like, who are you?
But what does it mean by not making a song, though?
Well, once you reach a certain level, you know, people will give you a concept and maybe some lyrics, maybe a flow, melody, all of that, demo tracks and stuff like that. If you are at the beginning of your career and seyiorset or whoever literally came to you and gave you a flow, all the lyrics, the melody, found you the beat, all of it, like, you know what I mean? What's the damn point? You're not a rapper. You're just literally a puppet.
So what do you think is the best way to grow as a rapper right now?
The best way to blow up is TikTok, IG.
And just short form content in general?
Short form content. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Technically, the best way to get more views on your stuff and all of that and blow up is to do this whole, did I just make the song of whatever? Like, I had a couple snippets. When I first started off posting snippets, I was like, J. Cole would have a seizure on this beat. What's Dave going to do with this beat? You know what I mean? Like, I guess, yeah, it's the hook, you know, you get views and such, but it feels like you're selling yourself. It's just, like, you know what I mean? Like, why, am I a TikToker, am I a comedian, or am I an artist?
It feels like you're not being authentic to who you truly are type of vibe.
Yeah, but obviously that's who some people are.
Yeah.
They're both. But for me, it's like, I want to make music. I don't want to record videos for TikTok. But the way I got over that or moved past that was just deciding to just post snippets of obviously just vibing in the studio or just under B-roll and stuff. And I just let the music work now, so whatever.
In that same vein, what are your thoughts on people being labeled a TikTok artist or a TikTok rapper?
Someone that gets labeled a lot as a TikTok rapper and is now undoing it or pretty much has undone it. Rich and Mary. People used to, like, even the hate, I'm seeing it slow down because people are actually taking him seriously now because he just kept at it and kept going, doing what he does. Like, he made one call, sure, that's cool, but he didn't just stick to one call, he stuck to him. He kept making his own music anyway, and then obviously now he's got his album coming out. I think if you keep trying to replicate that song that blew up, or, you know, you keep chasing the blow up, then yeah, that's where you fuck yourself.